Okay, hello everybody. So, welcome to Soul Woven Rising Expressions. Today, I'm gonna jump right into it because I want to make this video short because I want to make a start teaching you guys how to crochet. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with um the basic, the chain, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to single crochet and keeping your edges like straight. So that's what we're gonna work on today, is just your single, put your chain, the single crochet, and keeping your edges straight. So what you're gonna need, let's do this first, hold on. So you have your yarn. So this is my yarn. Oop, that was too close, huh, y'all? So I'm using this big twist, and it's a 100% acrylic, right? 100% acrylic. Then when you turn it down like this, right? You're going in your back of your thing. So it's a size 4 yarn. It's a medium. And then here you have your crochet hook size. So you have the 5mm. And then this one right here, this is if you're knitting. This is your knitting. I don't know how to knit. I tried it. I'm a oneser. I'm not a twosie. I'm a onesie. So anyway, so you have your 5mm hook, which I have right here. My 5mm. I don't know if y'all can see that. The 5mm hook. And I don't know, I like Susan Bates hooks. They're from Mexico, but I like these hooks. They just like, it's metal. It's not like aluminum, it's real metal. So I really like this hook. Then just to trim off your, like to cut your end off or whatever, you need your scissors, but we're not even going, just in case. And then I always have the stitch markers. I always use stitch markers because with single crochet, I'm always like either increasing or decreasing. So I tend to use these stitch markers to keep my edges going straight up, straight, not increasing or decreasing. So stitch markers if you guys want to. You don't have to. It's up to you, okay? Okay. So we're going to move this to the side. And see, this is just a little swatch, kind of like what I done so far. See how my edges are like straight? So my edges are straight. They're going straight up, whatever. So that's what that is. So we're going to put that to the side too. So let's get started. So we're going to make a slip knot. So how I do my slip knots, I take my little 2 fingers here. Take it, hold this, right? Just bring it around, boop, boop. Bring it around, grab this. I want to kind of make it like over enough so I can grab that bottom. Oop, I'm all out of whack. The bottom up. So like that, right? Y'all, I'm just messing up, but it's okay. Let me do it a little faster because if I do it too slow, like that. If I hold it like that, and bring it under, like that. Do it again. So, like this. Then now take this one, because see how this one goes over the one that I bought this way? Bought it over it. So you got it. Take this one, right? And you're going to, well, you don't take this one, sorry. Take this back one, you bring it under. And you just grab your hook. It goes easier than that. I'm just trying to slow down so y'all can see, right? So anyway, so now what you're going to do is you're going to chain, let's chain 15. So you're going to take your middle finger and your thumb finger. You're going to hold that knot right there. Don't make it tight. You don't want this. You want it to be loose. You want your hook to be loose on your, you want your slip knot to be loose here. Okay, you don't want it tight because this is your foundation chain. So what you're going to do is watch what I'm doing. You're going to take this, wrap it around, right? And then, can you guys see me? And then you pull it through. So what your middle finger and your thumb finger is holding it so you can pull it through. You do it again. Pull it through. Go under. Put your thumb and your middle finger here and pull it through. Thumb, middle finger, pull it through. And then you're going to do it again. Pull it through. Hold it here. Pull it through. You're going to chain 15. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to chain 15, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, right? So we got 15. So what I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you guys the basic. This is the basic way. Because usually I'll turn I'll turn this over. See how this is? This is flat here. So usually I'll turn it over like this. And I'll work from these. You see, let me move this. You see, like I did it from here, right? You see how I got this? This is like this, right here. And usually I'll turn it over, right? And I'll work. You see these little lumps? These little lumps there, right here on the back of them? I usually work out of those. Because I just feel like it gives them the foundation of a more nicer look. But what I'm going to just show you guys is just, like the basic way. Because I don't want to confuse you guys. So you're here. This is your hook. You want to go into the second chain from your hook, which is 1, 2, okay? 1, 2, because this is your chain here. 1, 2. So you're going to take your hook and you're going to go. I'm all over there, girl. Okay, so you're going to go in. Hope y'all can see me. You're going to go in like so. Like this. Pull up. Now see you have 2 loops on your hook. You should have 2 loops. So now you got your thumb and your middle finger. You're going to hold this like this. You're going to wrap it back around. Don't pull too tight. I mean, you could pull it, but don't pull too tight. And you want to pull that through. Okay? So now you want to go to the next loop here. The next loop here. Right there. You're going to put your hook in there. Right? You're going to grab this. Pull it through. You're going to grab here. So you get, okay? And you're going to wrap your hook around again and pull it through. Let's do it again. I'm going to do it again. Your next stitch here. Matter of fact, okay, hold on 1 second. Because we did 2 stitches already. So we're going to count back, right? Because I didn't tell you guys to put your stitch marker in there. So, and I'm sorry about that. So get your stitch marker. Now you see this right here? You got 1 stitch here, 2 stitches. So you're going to take your stitch marker and you're going to put it right in there. I'm sorry, guys, because I'm just excited about trying to teach y'all how to do this. Like, just starting how to crochet, okay? So you got your stitch marker in there. See that? It's just right in there. Right in those 2 right there. Right there. Okay? So put your hook back in there. So we're going to go in the next one. I promise I'm not going to forget the last stitch, okay? Put the stitch mark. So go in here, right? Go in. Grab your yarn, okay? Grab it. Now you got 2 stitches, see? You got 2 chains right there on your hook right there. You're going to go again. Take your yarn like this. And you're going to pull it through like that, okay? Okay. I'm going to do it again. Okay, let's do it again. Right there. Put your hook in there. Okay, got your hook in there. Under. You're going under. You're not going over. You're going under. And you're going to grab it like that. Grab it, pull it through. Okay, now I'm going to just finish this row with you guys. When I get to the end, before I get to it, I'm going to show you guys how we're going to turn our work. So you guys finish. If you need, I'm going to do one more. Go in your next stitch. Go under, okay? Pull through. There, okay? Now finish off, okay? Make sure you guys are holding, you hold it together, because you can't do it without holding it. But if you way down here, see how you can't go in there. So if you holding it like right there by the stitch, you'll go a lot faster. It's not about going faster. It's about being able to complete your row. You hold it. You hold it. See? Like that. So now we're at the last one. Right in the last one. And you guys should get into the point of where you guys are counting too. Okay? So the last stitch right here. Last. Go in. Okay? I kind of pull that a little bit because, yeah, there. So go in, of course, complete your stitch, right? Now, you're going to chain one, chain. This, go under, pull it through, okay? Turn your work around, okay? Now, you see this stitch right there, the very, 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 very first stitch right here, right here. Let me see if you guys can see it. Let me do this. You got your stitch right there, your very first one. So, got that stitch. So, what you're going to do, you're going to take your hook, go in that very first stitch, right? Boom. Create that single stitch. Grab your stitch marker. Got your stitch marker, right? You're going to put that right in there. So you can make sure you're always getting to that the very last stitch, okay? So now we have the second row. So this is what your work should look like now. This is what your work is looking like. Ooh, nice. Good job, y'all. So what you're going to do now is, you see this? Let me pull this up. So now you have these look like little V stitches going across. See this? Let me put that in there. See that? Look like a little V right there. Look like a little V stitches, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to go through both those loops. So you got your hook, right? Take your hook, go in. See that? Going through both of those, right? You're going to go under. Pull your line through. You got 2 on the hook. This is how you know you're doing a single crochet. Single crochet. Okay, this is your single crochet stitch. Go under again. Under. Pull it through. Okay. Do it again. You got your 2 V stitches. Go in your next one. Go under. Go under. Got 2. Holding it here. You're holding it here. Holding it. And you pull it through. Do it again. Go under. Pull up 2 loops. You got another loop. Pull it through. Go again. 2. Pull it through. Pull it through. Okay. See that? And you can do it a little faster. Make sure that you guys are holding. You guys are holding your you're holding it with your thumb and your middle finger. Go through it again. Through. Go through. Go through. And then see, you got this. Sometimes I'll leave that stitch marker in there, right? I'll just kind of hold it and I'll just put it right through there like that. Bring that up. Then you're done. See, look, see how your edge is? You take that stitch marker out, put it down, chain one again, turn your work around. Now you got that, see, you got your chain 1, 2. So you're going to go in this stitch again right here. You're going to go in this stitch right there, right? Go through there, go under, pull up a loop. You got 2 on your hook, go through it, put your stitch marker back in. Bam. Now, again, you got your V's again. Go straight across. So you already did 1 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and go, got that stitch marker, the last stitch, go in there, pull up a loop, bring it through, and look at them edges. Whoa, the edges is crisp, baby. Take that stitch marker out, chain up 1, boom, look, stitch, straight, guys, this, see, straight, right back. So that's how you do that. So you just keep going and keep practicing this, and then what I'll do is we're gonna end up probably, I'll show you how to make a scarf, but you can keep going. The longer the chain, however wide you want it to go for a scarf, you could do that, make it long, okay? But I can show you guys how to do that, how to make a scarf. That'll probably be our first project is a scarf, okay? So yep, so as you can see, let me take this stitch marker out so you can see. So you see how straight your edges, the edges are? Boom, straight. Your edges are straight. Your straight edges is going to start looking like this, just straight. You keep your stitch markers. Always make sure you're going into your last stitch and make sure you're counting, okay? You might have started off with 15, but because we went in from the second chain from the hook, that -1, okay? Just know that every time you go from the second chain from your hook, or however many you go from your hook, you minus how many you actually chained, okay? Okay, so with that being said, thank you and good luck. See you on my next video.